Meditating on God's word and who he is creates a more profound knowledge of all of God. Meditation on his word also exposes who we are and reveals our dependence upon him. The third thing you want to do is fixation, right? And that's the activity of fastening something firmly in position. So as believers, we need to have our fixation on God, right? We need to be firmly fastened to God. Right? So think about Peter for a moment. And you've heard this story. Peter was in a boat with 11 other disciples. And it was a real bad storm, and they were terrified. And Jesus told him to enter and cross the other side. Now, according to the story, Jesus came walking on the water, and his disciples started freaking out. Then Peter says, Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water. And he said, come. So Peter got out of the boat and started walking on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, Lord, save me. And so what do I tell you this story? Because too often we are more fixated on everything but God. Like Peter, we look at the storms and the raging seas. We look at our money problems, our relationship problems, our financial problems, our health problems, and the world's problems. We are more fixated on the waves of life, short-lived and temporary things, than we are on the one who is the eternal God. So your fixation must be on God. To be fixated on God includes holding fast to his teachings. Right? He taught us to walk humbly and quickly, pray, and draw closer to God. He taught us that our lives need to bear fruit. Christ taught us how to trust God and sacrifice through his life, right? God has done his part in the relationship. Let's do our part through communication, meditation, and having a fixation on who he is, right? Let's continue to be awestruck by who God is. Right? So we're in a relationship with God that is very special. For him, we are very precious and his prized possessions. Right? In this relationship with God, God's status is seriously committed. He becomes the who we need at any given point in time. Now, our commitment is to put God first and love him with all our hearts, our souls, and our minds. Right? So find everything that takes up space in your heart more than God and put it out. Flee from what they would call idolatry, right? Fill your heart with the love for God and change your relationship status to seriously committed. When our relationship with God is in order, every other relationship in our life will be balanced. When our relationship with God is in order, every other relationship will be balanced. So the insight plus application equals results. So you ask yourself these questions to determine your relationship status, right? Can you evaluate your life today, include that you have a healthy relationship with God? So are you a devoter? Are you a devoted follower of God? Are you all in only when things are going well? Are you all in only when you are in a crisis? Okay. So those are some questions you can use to evaluate, right? But here's the recommendation, the application. Start your day by investing 15 minutes in your relationship with God, praying and then meditating, which is listening. Start your day with 15 minutes in your relationship with God, praying and then meditating to see and hear what his will is for you for the day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, this application of the investing the 15 minutes is very, very powerful to start your day with the thing that will really assure a day filled with more joy than pain. And to set your vibration, set your intention coming from a place of oneness and all pure good and positivity and flow. And so starting your day by investing in alignment with source, you say relationship with God. I hear it as the same thing, relationship with God, alignment with source, through taking a posture of presence to meditate on what you know and get in a receiving mode, a hearing, a listening that can continue throughout the day, right? That goes beyond the 15 minutes, but investing in that 15 minutes lays the foundation, sets the intention for that openness, for that open relationship, for that ongoing. And